Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss some of the important concepts or the property of vector addition. We have already discussed vector addition in which the three laws, that is triangle law, then the parallelogram law and the polygon law was discussed. Here in this video we are going to discuss that vector addition is commutative as well as associative. That is, commutative means vector A plus vector B is equal to vector B plus vector A. That we are going to prove. And it is associative means vector A plus B, which is performed earlier, plus vector C is equal to vector A plus B plus C performed together. So this is associative law, that also we are going to prove. So let us see how it is done. First we are going to discuss vector addition is commutative. That is, vector A plus vector B is equal to vector B plus vector A. So let us see how it is done. Let us consider two vectors here, vector A and vector B, as you can see here. Now these two vectors are considered to be two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, starting from the same initial point. Then we know the resultant of these two vectors is given by the diagonal of the parallelogram passing through the same co-initial point. So according to the parallelogram law of vector addition, what we can write here is vector OP plus vector OQ is equal to vector OS. Okay, where vector OP is actually vector A. So for vector OP we are writing vector A, and for vector OQ we are writing vector B. So vector A plus vector B is equal to vector OS, which is the resultant vector. So I hope this is clear. This is simply the parallelogram law of vector addition, which we have already discussed in the previous video. Now next, just now we have considered vector A plus vector B is equal to OS. Now let us consider the condition in which we see that OP, the length OP is equal, since it is a parallelogram, OPSQ is a parallelogram, so OP, the length OP is equal to length QS, and the direction of OP and the direction of QA, they are QS, they are same. So OP is represented by vector A, so QS will also be represented by vector A. They are same. So here therefore we have written vector QS and vector OP is equal to vector A. So this is vector A, which we are showing here. Now we will use the triangle law of vector addition in the triangle OQS. O, Q and S. This triangle we are considering. In this triangle, vector B and vector A, that is vector OQ and vector QS, they are taken along the same direction, that is they are having the same order. Then the resultant will be given by vector OS, which is in the opposite order. So we write here, according to the triangle law only, vector OQ, this vector, plus vector QS, that is this vector QS, is equal to vector OS, which is the resultant, according to the triangle law of vector addition. Now vector OQ is vector B and vector QS is vector A. So vector B plus vector A is equal to vector OS. Now earlier we have derived that vector A plus vector B is equal to vector OS, and now we are getting vector B plus vector A is equal to vector OS. So therefore, considering these two conditions, we can therefore write vector A plus vector B is equal to vector B plus vector A. So this proves the commutative nature of vector addition. Vector addition is commutative in nature. So it doesn't matter whether we consider vector A or vector B earlier. So vector A plus vector B is equal to vector B plus vector A. Now next is, we are going to see that the vector addition is associative also. Suppose we consider three vectors. Say vector A vector B and vector C. Then according to the polygon law of vector addition, we know that the vector R will be the resultant. Now what we are going to prove here is, if we consider vector A plus vector B initially and then we add it with vector C, then we get the resultant R. In the same way, if we take vector B and vector C earlier, add them, and then we add it with vector A, then also we get the same result. So let us see how it is done. First of all, we will use the triangle law of vector addition and we will consider the triangle OPQ. O, then P, and then this Q. This triangle we are considering OPQ. Now we'll use the triangle law of vector addition, which is the resultant here is OQ, which is the resultant of OP plus vector PQ. So we have written here vector OQ, which is the resultant of vector OP plus vector PQ. They are taken in the same order. So it is vector A plus vector B. So OQ, this vector OQ is given by vector A plus vector B according to the triangle law of vector addition. Now look at another triangle OQS. OQS, this triangle we are considering. Now in this triangle, the two sides which are taken in the same order, the two vectors, one is OQ, another is QS. So the resultant is OS. So the resultant OS will be given by vector OQ plus vector QS. That is, this vector OQ we have already derived it to be A plus B plus vector C will give us the resultant vector OS. So we write here for OQ, we write here vector A plus vector B within bracket plus QS is vector C, so we add vector C and the resultant is vector OS that we are getting. We put it as equation 1. You have to remember this. So this vector AB plus this vector C give us the resultant OS. Okay. Now let us take another condition where we first take the triangle PQS. PQS. We are taking PQS. Now in this triangle PQS, the two adjacent sides which are taken in the same order, PQ plus vector QS will give you this vector PS. So PS, vector PS is written as vector PQ plus vector QS, and the values of PQ and QS are vector B and vector C. Now let us find this vector OS, which is the resultant. We have vector PS, which is given by vector B plus vector C. Now the resultant vector, we have to take the triangle OPS. This is P and this is S. So in OPS, this is vector A, which is OP, plus the vector PS. They are taken in the same order, then the resultant will be given by OS. So the resultant vector OS is written as OP, this is OP, plus PS, this is PS. Now the value of PS, we have already calculated, it is vector B plus vector C, and value of OP is A. So it is vector A plus PS we are writing as within bracket vector B plus vector C. So this vector A plus within bracket vector B plus vector C also represents the resultant OS. And initially we have seen that the vector OS, that is the resultant, is also represented by within bracket vector A plus B plus vector C. So that means we can conclude that from the equation 1 and equation 2, we can conclude that vector A plus vector B within bracket plus vector C is equal to vector A plus within bracket vector B plus vector C. So this proves that the vector addition is associative in nature. So I hope that this two part, that is the vector addition, first it is commutative and secondly it is associative also, is very clear to you. But still then, if you have any doubt, you can post me the doubt. Thank you.